Once the generals of Genghis Khan were idly debating what was the greatest enjoyment that life afforded. The consensus was leaning toward the sport of falconry, when Genghis suddenly interjected and proclaimed, "The greatest pleasure is to vanquish your enemies and chase them before you, to rob them of their wealth and see those dear to them bathed in tears, to ride their horses and clasp to your bosom their wives and daughters." Genghis Khan's impact extended beyond military triumphs. His personal conquests were equally formidable. Taking advantage of his powerful position and sexual prowess, he left a substantial genetic legacy that continues to be evident today. This extensive lineage, however, was established through a systematic approach involving rape, pillage, and kidnapping whenever Genghis Khan's army conquered a new city. The ruthless efficiency with which this brutal routine was carried out is noteworthy. The army executed widespread killings, sparing neither men, animals, nor older individuals. Women became spoils of war, distributed for enjoyment. Genghis Khan, exercising his privilege, would personally select women to add to his harem. Some estimates propose that he fathered children with over 1,000 different women during his lifetime. This organized system of conquest and exploitation, while leaving a lasting genetic imprint, also underscores the harsh realities of Genghis Khan's rule and the methods employed by his army in their pursuit of dominance. The Mongol victory feasts were infamous for a reason. They were designed to crush the enemy's will to fight back. After the plunder and killings, the Mongols would gather near heaps of dead bodies, feasting heartily. It was during these feasts that young women were presented before Genghis Khan and his army. Genghis Khan personally chose the best girls based on qualities like rounded hips, silky hair, a soft voice, and natural sensuality. He assessed these characteristics using the term carats, reserving girls with lower carats for officers and soldiers. Taking great pleasure in intimate relationships with the wives and daughters of enemy kings, Genghis Khan believed it would transfer the strength of the enemy king to him and spiritually devastate him by violating his loved ones. Genghis Khan cleverly employed sexual assault as a weapon alongside the violent tactics used to eliminate all opposing men. He also used women as tools for peace by sharing them between rival clan groups. The irony lies in the fact that he banned adultery while freely engaging in rape and devastation of women. Once the victory celebration started, the commander to the common soldier had equal rights. Beautiful young women had first to be handed over to Genghis Khan. His army chiefs believed that he had extraordinary sexual powers because of his ability to sleep with many women every night. Early in the last millennium, the population of the world was approximately 1/20th as large as it is today. Therefore, the average man alive then has 20 descendants alive today in his direct male line. In contrast, with about 16 million direct descendants, Genghis Khan was something like 800,000 times more successful than the average man. Approximately 1 in every 200 men today is a direct blood descendant of Genghis Khan. This number doesn't solely reflect the success of Genghis himself, but also of his primary male offspring, who themselves enjoyed considerable wealth and power and thus produced many offspring. Genghis Khan, like many powerful Mongol leaders of his time, had numerous wives and concubines. These women were often acquired from lands he conquered, including entire empires. The women who became his wives or concubines were usually princesses or queens, either captured during conquests or given as gifts. Interestingly, Genghis Khan gave some of his important wives their own camps, known as ordos, to live in and oversee. These camps were not only home to his wives, but also included junior wives, concubines, and children. The Keshig, the Mongol imperial guard, had the responsibility of protecting the yurts, traditional Mongolian tents, where Genghis Khan's wives lived. They had to be vigilant, especially about the specific yurt and camp where Genghis Khan slept, which changed every night as he rotated among his different wives. When Genghis Khan went on military campaigns, he usually took only one wife with him. Meanwhile, the remaining wives and concubines were left behind to manage the empire during his absence. This way, Genghis Khan balanced his personal relationships with the responsibilities of governing his vast Mongol realm. Mongol women, including Genghis Khan's wives, had more freedom compared to women in other societies of their time. They played a key role in decision-making, ran households, and could own property. When men were away on campaigns, these women took charge of the empire's affairs. This level of independence was uncommon for that era and highlighted the significance of women in Mongol society. Genghis Khan's wives had symbolic roles as the mothers of the empire, mainly responsible for producing heirs. However, their influence went beyond childbearing. They had a say in politics and diplomacy. The top wife, known as Khatun, held a prestigious position with her own court, the power to set policies and widespread respect. Each wife managed her own ordo, palace tent, serving as a hub for political, economic, and social activities, overseeing daily affairs, workers, and servants. Despite these freedoms, Genghis Khan's wives adhered to the strict social and family hierarchy of Mongol nomadic life. They needed to be politically savvy, ensuring the future of their children and navigating the complexities of Mongol alliances. Additionally, they served as ambassadors of Mongol culture, expected to embody and promote Mongol customs and traditions. According to a tale passed down through generations, Genghis Khan met his end the night after battling the last rebellious Tangut prince. Following the customary practice, the Khan killed the prince and most of his family, sparing only the prince's beautiful wife for his own pleasure. On the following night, as Genghis Khan approached his bedchamber with intentions to assault the prince's wife, she surprised him by drawing a dagger from her hair and castrating him. Genghis succumbed to blood loss shortly afterward, although Mongol legends suggest he entered a deep sleep, awaiting divine guidance to lead the horde again. The princess, on the other hand, took her own life by jumping into the Yellow River. Since Genghis Khan's tomb remains undiscovered, the true cause of his death is unknown. Some speculate that the rumors surrounding his demise were spread by enemies aiming to disgrace him. Further complicating the specifics of this matter is that Genghis Khan's funeral was attended by about 2,000 guests and 800 soldiers. After the ceremony, the soldiers slaughtered all the guests. Upon returning to their garrison, those soldiers were then slaughtered by other soldiers. So Khan's tomb is fully lost to history, and his DNA can't be analyzed. One certainty remains. While Genghis Khan may have been a formidable warrior, he also left a legacy as one of the most ruthless tormentors of women in history.